Cousins Beach is calling you back, but before you get too excited, there is something you need to know. The Summer I Turned Pretty movie is real. It is happening, and the cameras have already stopped rolling. But here's the part almost nobody is talking about correctly online. A lot of pages are telling you the movie drops this Christmas or even next month, and that is simply not true. Jenny Han herself shut that idea down. So in this video, we are going to walk through exactly what has been confirmed, what the first look actually showed us, and what we really know about when this movie is going to land in front of your eyes. No guessing, no fake dates, just the facts as they stand right now. Let's start from the beginning, because the story of how this movie even came to be is honestly part of the fun. The Summer I Turned Pretty ended its television run with Season 3, and on that very same day, September 17th, Prime Video dropped a bombshell. They confirmed that Belly's story was not actually over. A full-length movie was officially greenlit, and it was announced right alongside the Season 3 finale, which means fans did not even get a full day to process the ending before getting hit with brand new news. Jenny Han, the woman who created this entire world and wrote the original books, explained her reasoning in a simple but powerful way. She said there was one more big milestone left in Belly's journey, and she felt that only a movie could give that moment the proper weight it deserved. That single line told fans everything they needed to know. This was not going to be a quick cash grab spin-off. This was going to be positioned as the true final chapter. Han also spoke about how grateful she felt that Prime Video was willing to keep supporting her vision for this story, especially after such a long and emotional run with the show. For a series that built its entire identity around first love, growing up, and impossible choices between two brothers, ending things with just a season finale felt incomplete to a lot of people. So when the movie announcement came through, it did not feel random. It felt like closure that fans did not even know they still needed. The emotional reaction online was immediate. Fans who thought they were finally done crying over Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah suddenly realized their journey with this story was continuing. That reaction alone tells you how much trust this creator has built with her audience, and it sets the stage perfectly for everything that came next, which we are going to get into now. The set has been locked down tighter than Belly's diary, but a few pictures still managed to slip through, and once they did, the internet did not stay quiet for long. This is where things start to feel real, because words and announcements are one thing, but actually seeing the cast back together in costume is a completely different feeling for fans. So let's break down exactly what this first look showed us and why production is being so protective about. Prime Video released official behind-the-scenes footage, showing the movie was no longer just an idea sitting in a meeting room. Cameras were rolling, actors were on set, and the Jenny Han-led production was fully underway. This first look arrived as a tease for fans who had been waiting months since the original announcement, and it confirmed that the project had moved from paperwork into actual filming. Along with this reveal, more details started surfacing about where and how this movie was being made. Filming took place in Wilmington, North Carolina, and interestingly, the production used a working title to keep things quiet, calling the project Blue Christmas instead of using the real movie name. This is a common trick studios use to throw off anyone trying to track the shoot, and in this case, it also gave fans a fun little mystery to speculate about. Speaking of fans trying to track the shoot, production actually had to speak up about this directly. A message went out asking people to stop showing up at filming locations. The statement explained that while the excitement from fans is appreciated, visiting the set creates real safety concerns for the cast and crew, and it disrupts the actual filming process. They even use the phrase protecting the magic of Cousins until it is ready to be shared, which honestly says a lot about how much care is going into this project. It is a small moment, but it shows just how much passion this fan base has, to the point where the studio had to remind people to be patient. As for who fans actually spotted or confirmed to be part of this next chapter, the biggest names are exactly who you would expect. Lola Tung is back as Belly, and Christopher Briney is returning as Conrad, continuing the central relationship that the entire series was built around. Gavin Casalegno is also confirmed to reprise his role as Jeremiah, keeping that emotional triangle relevant even after Belly's choice at the end of the show. Sean Kaufman rounds out the major returning cast as Steven, Belly's brother, whose storyline fans have wanted more closure on for a while now. With this lineup confirmed and cameras already rolling, it became clear this movie was being treated as a true continuation, not just a side project thrown together for extra content. So what is this movie actually going to be about? That is the question every fan wants answered, and while Prime Video is keeping the full plot locked away, Jenny Han has dropped just enough hints for us to start piecing things together. Let's dig into what we actually know, and where the fan theories take over from there. The clearest hint so far comes straight from Jenny Han's own words. She described the movie as covering one more big milestone left in Belly's journey, and she felt that this moment deserved a full-length film instead of being squeezed into a season or a short episode. Think about that phrase for a second. One more big milestone. That is not vague filler language. That is a direct signal that something major is coming, something big enough that Han did not want to rush it. Naturally, this has sent fans into full speculation mode, and honestly, it is hard to blame them. The show ended with Belly and Conrad reuniting in Paris, walking hand in hand back toward Cousins Beach after years of back and forth between him and his brother. So what milestone could possibly top that? A wedding is the most popular guess floating around right now, and it makes a lot of sense given how the story has been building toward Belly and Conrad finally getting their life together after so much heartbreak. But it is important to be clear here, this is a fan theory, not a confirmed plot point. Nobody involved with the movie has said the word wedding directly. Alongside the wedding theory, some fans believe the movie could serve more as an epilogue-style story, jumping further ahead in time to show where everyone ends up as adults. Almost like a final chapter that ties every character's arc together instead of focusing on just one event. This would give closure not just to Belly and Conrad, but also to side characters like Steven, Taylor, and even Jeremiah, who fans still have mixed feelings about after everything that happened between him and Belly, adding even more fuel to the speculation fire. Casting calls surfaced online looking for younger actors to play young versions of Conrad, Jeremiah, and Steven. This detail is huge, because it strongly suggests the movie will include flashback scenes, possibly showing more of the boys' childhood or an earlier point in their friendship with Belly, before everything got complicated by romance. This could mean the movie is not just about the future, but also about deepening our understanding of the past, showing moments the show never had time to fully explore. Combine that with a new mystery character casting call for someone named Halmoni Yoon, and it becomes clear this story might expand the world a bit further than fans originally expected, bringing in family history or cultural roots we have not fully seen on screen yet. Now let's get to the part everyone actually clicked on this video for. When is this thing actually coming out? And I am going to be straight with you here, because a lot of channels are throwing out fake dates just to get views, and that is not what we are doing. Let's walk through the real timeline, straight from Jenny Han's own mouth, and separate that from the guessing game everyone else is playing. Back when the movie was first announced in September, fans immediately started dreaming up a Christmas release, mostly because the Season 3 finale ended with a mysterious Christmas-themed photo montage of Belly and Conrad in Paris. It felt like a hint, almost like the show was winking at the audience about what was coming next. But Jenny Han crushed that theory pretty quickly. She came right out and said that everyone hoping for a Christmas release was going to be disappointed, using the words not happening, not possible. That is about as clear as a creator can get, so if you see anything online claiming a holiday release, you can safely ignore it. Han also gave a timeline update that matters a lot here. She confirmed that she had personally finished writing the script, working alongside her co-writer Sarah Kutsurka, but at that point, she made it very clear that nothing had been filmed yet. Writing a script and shooting a movie are two completely different stages of production, and Han wanted fans to understand that patience was going to be required. She even said it was too soon to give an estimated release window, and later confirmed the movie would not be arriving in 2026 at all. That single confirmation alone should reset expectations for anyone hoping this drops within the next few months. Moving forward in the timeline, filming officially began on April 27th in Wilmington, North Carolina, and production wrapped around the beginning of July. That means the movie has now moved into post-production, which includes editing, sound work, music, and visual effects, all of which take real time to complete properly. Han has spoken before about wanting some distance and breathing room for this story, even mentioning that she liked seeing the actors get a bit older before diving into this final chapter, since Lola Tung herself is now 22 years old. As for an actual release date, here is the honest truth. Prime Video has not made an official announcement yet. Some entertainment tracking sites have floated a rough guess landing sometime around spring of 2027, But that number is not confirmed by the studio. It is simply an estimate based on typical production timelines. So until Prime Video puts out an official date themselves, everything else you see online is still just an educated guess, and that includes this video too.